elite-level sport requires repetition and refinement. In the case of those who compete in the discipline of Olympic air rifle, that means hours on the range. Army athlete Morgan Baker is making high-speed headway with her chosen sport. The REME sharpshooter has enjoyed a rapid rise within the air rifle rankings and gained experience on the national and international stage. The focus for the young craftsman is to compete at the Olympic Games. In a sport that requires significant concentration and impressive powers of psychology, it's interesting to hear her approach.
I would like to think it's a very SAS mindset of, I can deal with anything, but this sport is so psychological. So when you do talk to your task practitioners and things, it's a case of trying to zone in per shot and treat it as an individual shot over a 60-shot match per thing. However, once that shot's been released, you can't do anything about it. So the psychological aspect is not dwelling on it or not preempting the score or whatever. So you're trying to take yourself then completely out of it between shots, which I know sounds a bit counterproductive, but over 75 minutes, trying to be focused for 75 minutes completely isn't really viable. So yeah, I kind of take myself out to it of they call it go to your fluffy place or your happy place. So I just picture puppies, really, just playing with puppies. And then as soon as I'm loading that next pellet, refocusing, rezoning in so that my mind's refreshed. And then, taking that shot and then repeat process. So, yeah.
Visiting those fluffy places is playing its part in helping South Africa-born Baker's fortunes. Now competing for Great Britain and a full-time athlete on the successful Troops to Target programme, a recent international tournament saw her compete against a field full of Olympians, where she achieved a personal best score.
Considering last year I went obviously to the same competition and didn't even make the final. So this year, 1, I made the final, and then 2, I didn't come out last. So that was good. And hitting a PB, being amongst the big hitters, it's I want to be a part of this. I want to be on that level. And it was just, such a surreal experience.
How gratifying is it that you can see yourself making progress in the sport?
Especially with this sport where precision is everything, and we're talking gains of points of a point. So instead of a whole point, you make gains of 0.2 or 0.4. So the fact that it is so precise, but you are making those gains and achieving new personal bests, hopefully, at most competitions, it's a really good experience.
There is so much discipline involved. How much can you rely on your military background when it comes to preparing yourself for these big competitions?
I say to a lot of people that luckily the Army has given us plenty of opportunities of stressful situations and opportunities to overcome or to be adaptable when things can go wrong, especially in a competition. For example, your kit might break or something might go wrong, or you just get over that. And I think that being a part of the military has just prepped you so well, I think, for handling that better than most. So yeah.
Boosted by her recent PB, Baker will be going all out to further impress the national selectors.
I would just love to get the British minimum qualifying score. That means they will select me, or take me into consideration at least, to select me for World Cups, European Championships, and then obviously the next step from there is the Games. So LA 2028 is definitely in the sights, yeah.
With a calendar full of competitions for the coming months, Baker has the opportunity to hone in on her Olympic ambitions. Julian Evans, BFBS Forces News, Bisley.